So, going to university my entire life, my mom bought me that Buddha as a big fucking gift. She takes it back all the time. It's really fucking abusive. I don't know what she means. Like, I didn't know she was religious. Oh. She's like, it's mine. No, I didn't. So rude. You know, so fucking rude. But because I like it too. It's not just the actual meaning of a huge ass Buddha, with a little bit of forensics, which is sure shit sign. I graduated university really young. I mean, university is cray. You always have to try something. Well, anyway, I fought my entire life. Uh huh. Everyone in Canada thought I was a vegetarian Buddhist, but it was for university. You're supposed to get your degree for real. Like, you're supposed to be ethnic. I went to school to become a United Nations officer. Technically, I was eating Glock protein from the time I was very young, and why is because I get hit in the head in the Middle East, but then back in Canada, you can't even tell I actually got hit in the head. So you eat Glock protein, and then when you get older, you just have to eat a lot of fucking protein, and it makes you fluffy. And then when you get way older, you start a lower calorie meat process if you can find it. I don't know. Everyone wants to get everything banned from the grocery store. Well, and they want to ban being able to buy from the butcher. They do. They're so creepy. I wish they could just kill themselves. But it's called endophonetic meat. That's what you eat when you get a bit older, when you've been fighting in the Middle East. I was like, vegetarian. Sort of. Sort of. And my friends wanted to come over, because we didn't have much money. I baked and cooked anything that was. And Shauna never got to come over. No. But she is my best friend, and I'm hers. I'd bake everything that I could possibly do and cook anything I possibly could that was abundant in the house. So it's like basically vegetarian, just for snacks and shit, right? Like, they could bring a fucking lunchbox if they really fucking needed to eat, specifically in a certain way. But so you didn't touch the Glock meat. You have to be vegetarian, because if you ate the fucking meat, you're like, it's the side of your fucking cheek and face and your temple area, like all this like balloon, and you didn't actually need it because well, I know that Courtney was eating like just regular dinner when she came over without anyone else. Yes, we weren't selfish, but it was pretty expensive. I mean, yeah, uh, like by the time I fed my horses and my cows, I had some like pet cows for a scientific experiment, a real one, and I had some donkeys for the military. Or sorry, it was completely the army. Not that I hate the military, I just say that. Anyway, but for the army, they were my pack mules. They're like the distraction because they're so small. A Mexican donkey, miniature, sort of, not really. It's a Mexican. and helping everybody with whatever they needed. Saving up for Melissa's university because I was allowed to. Because mom, dad wouldn't tell a story like that because of his religious whatever. But me and Melissa are basically twins. We believe we are twins. The embryo, like there's an embryonic video, but it's hard to tell what was going on because it's so old of a video. The film has worn down. Of my embryo slipping with hers. We're twins. And she's really sick. She can't do much. So I saved up for her university. And yeah, police officers do a good job, but Logan is the hysterical one. He wanted a fucking girlfriend, and he thought it was going to ruin everything. I was getting professional rides and care, and we're doing mama's surgeries, which were days long. She was out for days. But she needed it. Her brain was in pain. She wasn't like goopy and like syphilis, fucking mentally ill. Her brain was in pain because she got mauled, but worse than type 2. She's just completely fuckered. Put her back together again. And what else? On Dad's major fucking bad health. He's got fucking type 2 and he's really like in danger of dropping. So yeah, me and Dad would do 2 grocery loads so we actually had food because everyone was emotionally sick because like, well, holy fuck, Mom gave birth to Melissa and I, and fucking just, where'd she go? I heard the story. I've seen videos of my mom. A video that I keep talking about, of her at Auntie Karen's old place here in Prince George before she got pregnant with us. She's really revving and she's like really hyper, but that's cute, right? But no, that sometimes can mean you're sick. But anyway, so she did it. It wasn't rape. She did it. She almost like lost her life for the rest of her life. So I'm not Buddhist, but I don't like hitting. That's so mean. Usually when you think about hitting, you usually make up shit about the person before you get a flailing limb. Especially in northern British Columbia. With flailing limbs, you'll convince yourself it's okay to hit somebody, even though you just pinched a big nerve in your shoulder or your elbow or something. Maybe even your bicep or your forearm. Defending the gym equipment was basically what we were doing. There was like one staff member at a time working at the gym. Holy shit, I had to get graphing done on my veins. Some guy took a can opener to my fucking arm, like those stick ones. Holy shit, and he actually kind of won. But at the same time, he was dead on the ground floor. But it's cement, so I think ground. That's why I've been so pale. I'm not the pale one. Melissa can get dark, though. But I can be pale. Without even being hurt, actually. Yeah, but I fainted hard the other night. It's really smoky in here. And I quit. So it fucks with me. If I was smoking, it wouldn't fuck with me. It'd take like 5 days of sitting inside, smoking like a chimney. And then I'd have to go outside and then cough up a phlegm ball. That's about it. Because then it's in your tissues too. Like, it doesn't just go in your lungs, it doesn't just go in your blood. It goes in all your tissues. And then if it's on your skin and in your hair and like fucking, you're breathing it in, and you're really breathing it in, so you have like an extra cigarette. It doesn't even fucking hurt you. It's quitting that kills you. But I can't afford it anymore. No, I never took a pay cut. It spoiled the shit out of my daughter. Because somebody said to me before I was even pregnant that she has a bitch face. She's a bitch. She does it to you all the time. You just don't realize it. And it was my cousin who always asked for a place to fucking stay. But it was actually, he kind of asked, but it was mostly his brother who stays in Ira's house. It was mostly his brother who asked for a place and then was like, no. And then he would say, like, my brother is a complete fuck criminal. So I fucking knocked him out and smashed his head off the cement fucking thing. Because his brother just wanted a fucking house after it. Like a place to, like a home. Like a real one. Like a real boy. And he wanted to be a police officer and all this stuff. And his brother was a fucking criminal. Ruined it. I would have let you live here. You and your sisters. Be a tight fit, so what? It's almost better. It's weird how, yeah, like he can't drink coffee or anything. His brother beat the shit out of him all the time. And like, people think it's the bad ones that stay at the hospital. No, those definitely victims, And I was authorized to do that. I just never found the cocksucker. And then he found me one day, telling me that my daughter was a bitch face like your dad. He was so handsome, in a fierce, sexy way, and then painted on top of it all the hormone connection. Is where I'm at. My sister, when Owen died, she's like, oh no, my, what did she say though exactly? Oh no, my wickily, sickly, angelic one died, or something like that, I'm not sure if that's exactly what it was. That, like, always get them to spend time together, and yet Colton likes a lot of space to himself. And then he spends all of his energy on my sister. But especially because, you know, Owen was dying. So I didn't want to be selfish and he didn't want to be, like, closed off. But no, they didn't, like, cuddle in bed very much. Actually, they did. But more like playing itsy bitsy spider type thing. Baby cams. So note to self, I don't like Lego. I like it. If I was hanging out with a kid, I'd make spaceships all the time. I think I want to buy some air drying clay, and even though you can't cut it very well and you can't do anything like that with it very much, I might buy real clay. I think I want to sculpt something. Sculpt me again. I sculpted me if I was just after pregnancy, like once you lose it all and you're like at the pressure moment, like can you do it? Like did it hurt you, or are you able to be lean, mean, killing machine again? Before I was with Colton, actually, he bought a bunch of pottery stuff. I bought a little bit, and we made shit. Yeah. I'm gonna do that again. Takes me forever to want to sculpt again because you have to be careful with that one. Because it does look kind of like exactly like a body. It's the same texture when you think about it. He made penises. I think they're his, but I wasn't sure. So yeah, no, Logan doesn't hit, but he's just really stressed out and sick. And so am I. And I'm trying to fucking win, and he's trying to fucking win. But hopefully not against each other, because I thought, even though he was condemned to work at the mill, which means they wanted him so bad and that he needed a job so bad that they wouldn't take no for an answer. So he has to be careful he's not becoming a slave, and that's exactly what he means. But I thought he was perfect to work in the mill too, though. And with all his injuries before his massive surgery, before mom and dad's, he got mauled by a moose. Good thing the moose was being kind of nice, but we still shot it in the fucking head 16 times. He was just laying up in the top field in the snow, ways away from the sled, flatter than fuck. Like he was just completely collapsed. I was sad, and collapsing in the snow is much worse than collapsing on the sand. Unless somebody doesn't find you, nobody finds you. But I heard Mom up. She must have been feeling sick. And she went back to bed just as I was about to get out of bed. Poor thing. Broke my foot. I was sitting on a bar stool at Kobe's. And I was like tippy-toeing because I'm pretty short for it. And I bent my foot in half. Broke it. Like slipped off the chair and broke my foot. That was fucked. Could have imagined that everyone was hitting. Everyone was being crabby and scatty, and Coral cried so fucking hard she almost died too. Yeah, she actually almost died. Which is kind of cute, but yeah, horrible circumstances to find that out. Renzi X Co. Hart. You guys are always so good. You're just here for a professional ride. You understand that we're kicking people's asses because it's not that we don't get paid enough. Like, we don't get, how could we? The economy is like upside down and sideways. But, like, well, me anyway. I'm the only one that can actually make a full fucking check in the first place. Lots of phlegm in there. So I'm lodging it from the back of my lungs. That's why I love marijuana. I actually do love marijuana. I just like, I don't have the money. I can't get carried away. If you do it a lot, it rushes the what is it? Infedo. Yeah, it's kind of sound like pedo. Infedo detoxifying detoxing, cleaning, cleansing process of the Gen X. That's what marijuana does. You'll go too fast, and you'll flood the system and get like a pussy infection from things moving around in your body too fast, and it has nowhere to go. So you get like right here, like a pussy infection if you're actually broke and haven't smoked pot in a while too, especially. But yeah, Ren. I could just put Ren. I don't know who I'm in love with, but well, that short guy was pretty fucking sweet one time. But yeah, it's always good. Like, you're not writing it down anywhere that Logan hit, because the actual fucking like police report in this little friggin' made up scene that I made is actually that I'm hysterical, and then it turns into that I'm hit, and then you're not writing it down. So then it's that you're ignoring that I'm not allowed to be hysterical, but he's allowed to get hit because he didn't write it down. You're not putting him in handcuffs and shaking him up. Mom's like, one time I said I was fucking hysterical because I realized that it's kind of late to message my friends. They might have, drank it away. And I was crying. I was hysterical. I was like, "Oh, fucking ambulance! I'm fucking hysterical. I need something." I was like, "I'm not calling the ambulance because you're hysterical. Just deal with it by yourself." I was like, "I can't even light the stove." And then we found out that when I was in the Antarctic, when the buffalo was walking behind me and the wolf pack was walking behind the buffalo, that the buffalo was still trying to kill me, thinking it was my fault, and that's why he got caught by the wolves. We shooed the wolves off with like these smoke fucking bullets. Yeah, because it was like the buffalo was like right behind, like horns on my back. It was like, holy fuck. The wolf pack's like, and then but it poisoned me with its horns. But still, I love you, and I'm sorry that I go hysterical any fucking day for